2, 1.
Hi everyone, this video is going to be the top 10 reasons why I finally quit trophy hunting. If you don't know me, my name's Assassina. Welcome or welcome back to my channel.
So already I can tell that like I don't no like sexism or anything portraying this. I don't think she has that many platinums. Like, and by that I mean like I think she got burned out by all these like AAA really like Elden Ring shit, and like she got
So
burned
that's
out.
the assumption.
What's up? That's the assumption.
So that's what you're going with here. As like not to say like a trophy hunter, but
Yeah, we'll see.
okay. I mean
She
that is like a good idea though.
she might have valid reasons. No, I get it if she shares some of the reasons I've considered, but like she it's not
But on
like
the thumbnail she said 10 though, so it's probably a lot.
she's not like she doesn't sound like she's being forced to trophy on. So I think this was an easy decision for her.
Yeah.
Trophy hunting around 2011 when I was able to purchase my own PlayStation 3 after getting a job. But I noticed in the past more or less like 3 years I have been trophy hunting way less than I used to. My motivation to do it is almost completely absent. And just to be clear, trophy hunting wasn't just like some fad that came into my life. I had been 100% in games since I was a kid, long before trophies or achievements even existed. In fact, I would actually have more platinum trophies if I created my
So was
own
there a game
PSN
she
before I
realized
purchased.
that like as you said, like a game she realized that just it killed the motivation for her.
Yeah, I mean, was it that bad though? Like when she says like kills the motivation, like I'm thinking like she's never even considered gonna ever do it again, ever.
Yeah, I would assume the same too. Like just she may continue to play games, but never really look at the trophy hunting
Hmm.
sense anymore.
Yeah, I mean like everybody says that, but then as long as how many people do you know are like, oh, I really enjoy this game. This is my favorite game in the world. I'm gonna get the platinum for it. Like, isn't that technically trophy hunting? If you find a game you really like and you want a platinum, are yes or no? Are you actually trophy hunting by
So
definition?
that is a total yes. But even if it's one game, but that game could make you branch out into more trophy
It
hunting.
could. It could.
Just my own PlayStation instead of earning those platinum trophies on like friends' PlayStations. But when my PSN was conceived in 2011, I wanted to platinum almost every game that I touched. I even suffered a little bit. I distinctly remember in like 2013 there was the Tomb Raider reboot, and I was playing with my friend Gil, and we slogged through this multiplayer mode that involved bringing like a box from one point to another so that you can gain prestige, which was required for the platinum. That was bad. But in 2013, I had a lot more time on my hands, so it made sense to engage in something that was quite frankly a waste of time. And now,
My hubby is ejaculating
Oh
so
shit.
fast. I mean,
Oh my
so
god.
anxious
Oh my
about
god.
it.
That-
It's starting
This is
oh,
to-
appropriate.
Okay, there's nothing embarrassing.
I
Yo,
wouldn't put
Ad.
myself through it. So these are the top 10 reasons why I finally quit trophy hunting. The most obvious reason is that I'm getting old. It's really true when they say that
Bro,
time
getting
flies
old?
the older you
Oh
get
my
and responsibility.
goodness.
No, that's valid because like realistically, you can
I
only
mean,
yeah.
bro, I mean, like I was just gonna say, like responsibilities, you know. I mean, to me, in a sense that, or I understand the fact that they don't want to put too much time into one game, right? Or just get the platinum for it.
But
But
she's
me,
yeah.
but me, I feel like when I'm playing a game, well, not mainly on Switch, but like PlayStation.
Hmm.
If I'm playing the game, I'm mostly going for the platinum, or at least chipping away at it. I don't know.
Long
Maybe I'm
term
thinking in that sense.
project.
Yes.
Let's see what else she said. She said getting old, right? That was the first one.
Yeah.
Abilities only increase. And I've kind of been feeling that for a long time. The balance of work, having to exercise 5 times harder than I ever needed to maintain good health, appointments, IRL social life, straight up sleeping. All of that seems way harder than it used to be. For lack of a better term, I ain't got time for that shit no more. I wish I did though, not gonna lie.
Damn.
I miss it. Number 2 is there's too many games. The industry is
Too many
oversaturated.
games.
When I started
Okay.
my
I don't know if I agree with that. That's like
I mean,
you pick the games you want a trophy on. No one says you have to trophy on this.
true that.
Completion
You
is
think they fall into FOMO a lot or something?
I mean, it depends how many like people around her are also trophy hunters, like coworkers or stuff like that. Because like if you have that, like someone just to talk to about, that's a lot. That can be a lot of motivation for people out there who need it, but some people don't need it.
Yeah.
journey, there would be like 1 or 2 games a month that would be worth playing, and you would have all the time in the world to sink your teeth into that one game without having to worry about the next game release around the corner. Summers were also a gaming drought. You would actually be able to chip away at your backlog, or even better, go outside. Now you actually have to pick and choose what game you're going to focus on, and you're
But now
going
the
to
summer
inevitably
games
miss
fest
out
even
on
coming
some.
up too.
What is it? Days of Play, right?
The state of play, days of play,
Oh,
bro.
it's coming. It's coming.
Direct, showcase, whatever.
Experiences, especially if you have other responsibilities. And man, have I missed out on some really, really good experiences just because I don't have the time to play them all. I'm sure you can all relate about the backlog. But when it came down to it, I realized that I would much rather play a larger variety of games than to dedicate so much time to just one game just to get the platinum. If I actually chose to focus on just platinuming games, I think my backlog would be a lot bigger. And when you turn my age, which is midlife, I think, you realize that having your backlog larger than the games that you actually got to play is really not worth it.
We're getting too much what?
Oh, I thought you was about to reveal real age.
Oh.
Part of me does wish that game releases used to be the way they used to be, because I really enjoyed 100% in games and sinking my teeth into every aspect of a game and digesting it to its full capacity, trying to find secrets and everything like that. And that's why I've historically enjoyed 100% in games even before I had the digital accolade for it. Actually, if games released a lot slower, I'd probably still be platinuming games without having this conversation. And I do think 100% in games can add a lot of value and allow you to experience things that you wouldn't have otherwise experienced if you just beeline to the main story. But it's not reality anymore. Everything is extremely money hungry and games are being churned out, and a lot of them are really good. And you just can't get to all of them, especially if you're platinuming everything. So my priorities shifted because it's not reality anymore. Number 3 is I want to get good, specifically for multiplayer games. There's a lot of multiplayer games that I used to enjoy a lot, and I want to get back into, like Marvel Rivals.
There's a lot of multiplayer games like that. The trophies are even more revered because they're like impossible to get.
Yes, especially with it's either like an abundant amount of matches, or you have to like really specific things in a match, which come by situational.
Yeah.
Overwatch, Arc
But
Raiders,
getting
Helldivers,
good, I
and
don't
others
know.
that haven't come
Get
out
good.
yet or
Should
that
have been
have
good
already
since
released with new
2011. I
content
don't
that I
know.
haven't gotten to experience. And I know it kind of relates to my number 2 is that there's too many games, but like multiplayer games specifically require a lot of time and dedication to be competent in them. I don't expect to be like competitive levels of good. No, that's way past my time. But I do enjoy to have some level of competency in the games that I play. So in between playing single player games, I want to get more into some multiplayer games. I also miss playing games with friends, and I feel like multiplayer games are the best ways to do that. Unfortunately, most of my friends though don't have time.
Bro,
I have to wait till it's
Number
wait for the
4 is
button.
also related to number 2 and 3,
Damn.
and that's that I'm not just playing games on PlayStation. I have a Switch, an Xbox. I have all the retro
Oh, okay.
consoles. Like I have so
Other
many things
platform.
available for me to play other games that are not exclusive to PlayStation. Although I'm not gonna lie, I haven't touched my Xbox in like 2 years. But I was playing it when Game
But
Pass was like more
does she
desirable,
buy games that
and
are
I would
like
actually play
PlayStation and,
games that
for
release
example,
third parties on my
together, or at least like she'll choose the Switch version over the PlayStation version for no platinum? Because sometimes I do that.
Do you know? I know you're not Xbox, but like, is Game Pass like ridiculously overpriced now?
Well, actually, they're lowering the price on it.
But that's after increasing it, though, right?
I think so, yes.
Okay. I guess a lot of people complain. I don't know.
Well, now they're making even make your own Game Pass as well,
Hmm.
or is in the talks of it.
Hmm.
Xbox instead of my PlayStation if they were on Game Pass, because I was already paying for the subscription service with that, which at the time was like $1. So I was like, why am I gonna pay full price for a game on PlayStation when it's on Xbox day and date? Like the first day it released, I could just play it on Xbox and I don't have to pay a penny more than I already paid with the subscription. Well, I'm not gonna lie though, in hindsight I kind of regret it, especially for Lies of P. I really wish I would have played that on my PlayStation and platinumed it because I really love that game. And I have a handful of trophy hunter friends, which I'm kind of glad that I met them because they're really cool, but I noticed that they don't play any games on any other platform, so they're missing out on so many amazing experiences like The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, or Tears of the Kingdom, Metroid Dread, Astral...
What, trophy hunting?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just the way of life.
Chain, Fire Emblem Three Houses, so many other amazing games that are exclusive to other consoles. I also noticed that they won't really play a game that doesn't have a platinum or trophies, like Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree DLC, which was an amazing DLC. And I just can't do that. I love games too much to miss out on these experiences just because they don't give me trophies. So yeah, basically I'd just much rather play games on whatever consoles I can and not miss out on really good experiences because they're not on PlayStation. Even though PlayStation is my third-party machine for the most part, now that Game Pass is not as desirable as it once was, I still gotta play games regardless because they're good. I don't need a platinum trophy or trophies to enjoy a game. Number 5 is, truthfully, the grind is whack. It's a waste of time and there's so many better things I could be doing with my time. Too many trophy lists feel like padding, and they don't actually offer anything of substance to reward the extra effort. I don't want my gaming experience to feel like a job. I also don't want to sour my experience on a game that I enjoyed. There's so many games that I played that I was like, man, this is such a good game, and the minute that I start grinding for the platinum trophy, I'm like, oh, this sucks. And like, I don't want to ruin a game like that. Although you probably should have had better trophies,
like,
but
I know you, Tony, you may have more easy platinums than the average person, but would you say that it's less of a thing for you to have that sort of mentality?
If I didn't have a YouTube channel, if I didn't have a Twitch channel, I would probably not be trophy hunting.
Okay.
Yeah. And like, I know she doesn't talk about it that much, but I'm pretty sure she's platinum the game on stream, right? Or on this YouTube channel, etc., right? I would assume.
Yeah.
It's optional. I just feel like I would have enjoyed so many other games and so many other things if I didn't just spend so much time on like unsubstantial tasks for a platinum trophy in one single game. It just doesn't feel right anymore. I don't know if it ever did, but now it definitely doesn't. However, there are some trophies or completionist activities that I actually think add value to the game and make you experience things that you wouldn't have experienced if you didn't have that roadmap. For example, I love those trophies that like would bring me to a hidden path with a cool lore bit, or a secret boss, or an Easter egg, or a pretty vista. Even playful trophies like in South Park, The Stick of Truth, where you had to fart on a bunch of NPCs. Or like in Uncharted 4, where you had to stand on a balcony in the market square and not move, and that was a callback to Naughty Dog's PlayStation's E3 mess up, where they were demoing the game and the controller stopped working, so Nathan Drake was just like standing there. I love shit like that. If more platinum trophies were better curated and not just there to add redundant grind and repetitive tasks, I'd probably be down to platinum more games. I used to deal with it, but I don't think I ever really truly enjoyed it. I would just get it done most of the time because I was in too deep, but now that I'm older and wiser and clearly have more value for my time, that seems to be going faster every single second. I just can't do it anymore. Another recent example is I was playing Pragmata, which requires you to play the game twice, the second time on Lunatic difficulty, except you can't do New Game Plus. Like, you could do New Game Plus on Lunatic difficulty, but to get the platinum, you need to do it without the New Game Plus, which I'm like, hello, in Resident Evil, we get to use a rocket launcher and go through a subsequent playthrough and have, like, a power trip. I don't mind doing a game on a harder difficulty. I actually feel like most of the time it helps me use other mechanics that I didn't really have to use playing it on normal, so I kind of like it. But Pragmata specifically had artificial difficulty where the enemies were just bullet sponges. And I don't really like that. I don't really feel like it added much to the game. So I wasn't really motivated to play it again and thus get the platinum. Plus, Saros was right around the corner, and I still wanted to play Hades 2 and Mouse PI for Hire and some other games that were new releases or releases that I wanted to get back to. And I'm not gonna lie, I actually did start the Pragmata Insanity run, and when I realized it was artificial difficulty, I'm like, damn, like I ended this game feeling really good about it, and I feel like if I continue to play this difficulty, I'm going to be soured on it, and I just didn't want that bad grace. So like, I don't want to keep ruining games for myself, basically. I think if the difficulty was more skill-based, I probably would have done it, but it really wasn't. Ultimately, I don't want to ruin my gaming experiences anymore that feel like meaningless tasks.
This is the where every club stands on the edge. It's all on the line because here
That actually feel like work. Number 6 is content creation. So this is not something I always did. In fact, when I was growing up, content creation was super niche. Now I've been enjoying content creation a lot more. I would say around 2020 is when I started to get into it a little bit more hardcore. And I kind of really like doing it because it's a way for me to look back at my first experience with a game or share my experiences with other and just like nerd out. But I actually cut down a lot on content creation, which is a conversation for another time. You know, like I don't stream anymore and things like that, but I've just scaled back a lot. As you get older, you scale back on a lot of things. I think that's the thesis of this whole video. But content creation overall is time consuming and it has taken time away from me platinuming games.
Now, I get where she's coming from, the whole getting older thing, and you have to like divide up your time. But like, if I look at her background right here, right, and she's like in her 20s, 30s, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, I don't see any kids running around. I don't see a husband saying hi. I mean, like, what is really occupying like all her time that she just, you know, like, I feel like she's implying she's stopped trophy hunting altogether. 100% doesn't do it anymore.
Yeah, I'm sort of getting that as well.
Yeah.
Number 7 is I have so many hobbies aside from video games, although admittedly video games are my favorite. I like Japanese anime, I like reading manga, books, I like to watch movies and TV shows, I like to dance and play
you can
sports,
do that as
I like
well,
to do
no
long
way.
walks and hiking or do
I mean, yeah, like, I mean, is it possible with, you know, working full time or whatever she does for a living, like, a lot of her time is taken up? Yeah, but like, I don't know, I just feel like you have the choice of getting 8 hours of sleep, sometimes more. So like, you're telling me you can't find a single hour every day just to have your personal game time, which may or may not include trophy hunting.
Hey, I thought when you said sleeping, I thought you were gonna use the term you always use. Once or while you're sleeping, someone's at work.
Yeah, they're getting better than you, man.
doing other
Damn.
outdoor activities. There's so many things that I want to experience and do that 100% in games was kind of taking time away from other things. I guess that's a personal problem though, but I mean, this is all a personal problem, but like, I'm all over the
really?
place. Like, I just want to do so many things all the time. Number 8 is because straight up, it's unhealthy. I've seen so
What?
many of my friends who platinum
Unhealthy?
games vigorously and too often. Like, they dedicate a lot of time to it. They have like thousands of platinums.
What?
And they really seem to be struggling either physically or mentally. Not all of them and not all the time, but I do see they have
Okay.
moments. And I guess everyone does. You don't need to be a trophy hunter to experience that, but I do think that it contributes. And as a professional in the mental health field, I can tell you that too much screen time contributes to a lot of issues, both physically and mentally. And I just don't think as humans
Oh,
we're meant to be in
dang.
front of screens for so long. So it's not really just a problem with platinum in games. I think this is a problem across the board with like social media.
Okay, there are other, I guess, more notable occupations that require you to stare at screens all day. It's not just video gaming. It's like, what, like if you're a computer programmer, you're an accountant, you need to use a computer every day, you're still staring
Yeah.
at screens the majority of the time. So like, if anything, your eyes should be used to it by now. Like, I know what it's like when, you know, like when you've been playing a game a long time, your eyes get dry, right? So then, you know, you start rubbing them or whatever. But like, the point is, like, they're not going to be that way forever. They get stronger or more accustomed to looking at a screen all day.
Oh, really?
Like, dude, like, I remember like going like 4 hours just playing, you know, just for one session. Like, I would have to like take a break midway, and just like my eyes are like killing me. But like, you know, I can do a little bit longer nowadays. I can do like 4 to 6 hours. But like,
Wow.
it's, I hate to say like the eyeball is a muscle, but like, you know, like, why isn't everyone turning blind who stares at screens all day? Because gradually your eyes get used to it, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Netflix and all that stuff, even jobs, you know, being in front of computers. I mean, in my job, I'm
Like you were
literally, I
saying.
feel like I have an anchor tied to my ankle to the computer listening to people all day. It's really difficult. And moreover, I mean, as I'm getting older, my eyes aren't getting any better. I already have really bad eyes. My eyesight is terrible. Like, I almost went
Dang.
blind one year. This year,
You almost went
my
blind?
vision has been very distorted because
Wow.
of all the screen time from my job and then my hobby, playing video games. Yeah, I just think too much screen time is bad for you, straight up. Again, not just a problem with platinum in games, with pretty much society today, period. But, you know, platinum
So
in
if
games
the screen
requires
time
me to
is
be
a
in front of the
problem,
screen
it
longer than I
affects
would
the
if I just
plan.
played the game.
Or at least you can't play for long.
It affects the what?
Like how she's saying it. Maybe I'm not wording it the best, but like she is saying less screen time would mean less time to get the platinum.
I get it. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like that's like a. I don't want to say an excuse, but like, I feel like maybe you're not. Okay, I understand the body deteriorates, including your eyes, but like maybe you're not working hard enough if you're trying to trophy hunt and then you want to stop, like then like if you stop, I feel like you have to have a valid reason why to stop, and if it's really your personal health, then yeah, that makes sense. What's more important? But at the same time,
Yeah,
like
that's true.
maybe you shouldn't have started trophy hunting if you didn't want to see it all the way through. No one's telling you have to have a goal, like, or you have to get X number of platinums a day. It's just that, like, you, nobody forced you to be a trophy hunter. Like, like, it's the way she's describing it, it seems like she's just saying that there's no free will. Like,
Whoa.
that's what it seems like to me. It's like she's basically saying, like, because of my job where I look at monitors all day and then I want to play games when I get home, look at monitors all day. It's like you gotta, like, obviously your job is more if it's your only source of income, but like
Is there any pressure by the trophy community in that sense?
um I think the only pressure that we have is that we make it up. We like to think
Yes,
that
the competitiveness.
yeah, because that'll like motivate us to do more, etc. But
Yeah.
like realistically, man, like if you go on PSN profiles right now and you look at it, like the top 10 people, if you look at their trophy list, there's so much region stacking is ridiculous. Like
Region stacking? Oh my goodness.
I feel like with trophies in general, it's like I don't want to say like money is important, but like it kind of is, especially if you want those stacks. I don't care if the game's on sale or not. There's plenty of people out there who buy like AAA games or whatever, and like they might not ever platinum them, but the point is they already spent that money. Like what are you gonna do with that? You can't get that money back. Like if you look at gotcha games like Genshin Impact, you can't get that money back. But is it?
Okay, maybe I was saying maybe it's unrelated, but I was seeing some videos. Some guy he got his Genshin or whatever thing back, and they made his Primo Gems minus.
I heard about that. Yeah, I heard about that because like he used to be a creator, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like they gave you all those premium gems as long as you would be creating content for them. So when you stop or you don't upload in a long time, dude, terms of service says they can take those away. Because like
Yes.
it's still currency. Like even though you are being paid as a content creator, like dude, you got to read what you're signing. Like, was he like really disappointed? Was he like sad?
Bruh, he can't, because I was hearing also that they use like name verification, so now you cannot play any Hoyo games.
Wow, it's crazy. Man, I don't know. That's like, I don't know. That's all of them. Damn. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
Game, so I kind of got to take care of myself. Hopefully one day I can have a job that doesn't require me to be in front of a screen excessively, so that I
Oh,
can
so
spend
she-
more time playing video
and then-
games and not feel
well,
so bad about it.
guess we were
and not
hinting at
suffer.
it, or at
Although
least
I
we-
will admit,
Assume so.
yeah.
playing games and even platinuming games, depending on the platinum, can be really good for exercising your
Oh my God, how many commercials does this video have?
Bruh.
How many
brain
people
and
watch this video?
actually
Holy shit!
takes more brain power
Yeah.
and attention and focus and hand-eye coordination than just like watching TV or scrolling TikTok. You know, you're solving puzzles, you're reading notes, like a lot of things that are really good for the mind. But when you get to my age, you kind of gotta cut down sitting on your ass all day for your own physical and mental health. And if I continue to platinum games, I'll be sitting on my ass more than I am right now. Plus, I remember like whenever I was trying to platinum a game and I was doing something that I didn't enjoy, I would just be in a bad mood. I'd be like, oh God, why am I doing this? I could be doing something else. And yeah, I would take a break and get back to it, and then when I popped the platinum, I'd feel all right, and then I was off to the next thing. But like, it was just frustrating sometimes. It's like not worth it. Like, what am I even doing this for? Which brings me to number 8. It doesn't really add anything of value to your life. You spend all these hours grinding for meaningless tasks that adds nothing to the game.
Some capacity, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, if you know enough about, you know, Streamlabs or whatever, OBS, to make that 9 number in the upper left, I feel like obviously that's like not like pro level, but like, you know, you can tell that like, I don't think you can look it up how to do it, but I think you just, you know, keep messing around with the sources and stuff. You can figure out how to do that, but I feel like she could just be like, the more she would have gotten into like content creating stuff, like you could learn like a lot of stuff. Like she could have made that look a lot better with like different graphics and like, I don't know, highlights or something. But yeah, I mean, it's fine the way it is now, because, you know, it's not like, this is not a video meant to like, you know, wow people. It's just an explanation, right?
Yeah.
And then you pop the trophy, you have a brief dopamine hit, and then you're off to the next game. You have this digital accolade, but that accolade doesn't really do much for your life in any substantial way. It's not something that you can put on your resume. It's not going to make your annual blood work look healthy. It won't impress the person that you have a crush on. It's just a digital achievement.
I don't know about that. No. No, I don't know about that, because I'm just saying, it can. Might not be the entire reason, but it can.
So that might be pretty cool.
Oh, for which comment again?
About the it won't make the crush you like you or something like that.
Oh damn, okay.
Actually, it's kind of cool, because like if you die, like someone could just look at all the games you played in platinum. It's kind of weird.
You flex those platinum trophies.
You gotta flex them, man. What's the point in getting them if you can't flex them? I was just having this conversation the other day. What's like, like, if I was spending like, even like $100, $300 a month on just new games, like, that's why I don't feel bad about spending money on like a gacha game, because like, I control, you know what I mean? I have a sense of control over things, whereas if I buy a game and suddenly when I load it and the trophy list populates, now I can't return the game. So especially the digital age, digital copies,
but also like kind of cool. And again, this is not just every single game. Like, I think platinuming some games adds value to the game, or adds value to your life, or lets you experience just really cool things that you wouldn't have experienced if you just beeline the game. But when you have to do those repetitive tasks, or do something that's really redundant or grindy, it's just not worth the frustration. It's not worth the time. And I honestly think a lot of platinum trophies have a lot of grindy bullshit, which sucks. Like, I wish more developers would just have better platinum trophies, to be honest. But I will admit, trophy hunting and gaming in general has got me through a lot of difficult times, and it's also created a lot of good memories. I remember there was a trophy in Destiny 1 called Flawless Raider, where you had to like have a perfect run on a raid and no one could die. And I remember at the time being annoyed whenever we didn't get through it. I was like, oh my god, why do I have to rely on other people to lock in order to get this trophy? Ugh. Because that was, I think, the last trophy I needed for the platinum. But then when we finally did it, it was like such a triumphant moment. It was like, oh my god, we did it, guys. And it felt like this like really fun collective achievement. I also met a lot of amazing people in the trophy hunting community, and for that I'm really thankful that I actually trophy hunted at some point in my life. But unfortunately, that time is behind me, and this is how it needs to be. I'm not saying I'm never gonna platinum a game. I mean, I platinum Resident Evil 9 recently, and it was great. I really enjoyed that platinum. I thought it was an excellent platinum, an excellent game. But
she did say, yeah, she platinums the game she likes. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay. Yes.
There's other games that I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I really need to do this. I don't think that the platinum trophy is going to add anything of value to the game or to my life. And now, since I've platinumed so many games, I'm able to kind of distinguish what trophy list is and is not worth doing. So I guess that's kind of good. Number 10 is a little bit grim, a little bit sad. I'm sorry, but it's true.
Oh no.
in 2025 I had a lot of loss, and it put a lot of things into perspective. And not to be dramatic, but the realization of my own mortality and the mortality of others came to the forefront of my brain. When you go through loss, it rewires your brain and it automatically reorganizes your priorities. At least that's been my experience. And you really think, like, how am I spending my time? Playing video games, definitely something that I value. Platinuming games, not all the time, unfortunately. In fact, most of the time it's just bullshit. But I can't lie, playing video games and sometimes doing mindless, unsubstantial tasks required for a platinum can be grounding and distracting. However, while it is helpful for managing with losses, it's not helpful for managing with the living.
Commander, welcome back.
Welcome back.
The station has been waiting.
Damn.
Let me show you around. This is the mech
Yeah.
bay. Our armored units, silent but ready for war.
There's no
I know that sounds like
no
a
Asian
little
girl who's got cake like that. No Asian girl has cake like that.
But yeah, like, it's just not worth my time anymore. So yeah, those are my top 10 reasons why I quit trophy hunting, and there are
bonus.
many other things that I've scaled back on to create a more fulfilling lifestyle for myself. There's actually a lot more that I want to scale back on, but it's a work in progress. And these reasons are very personal to me. I don't think you need to change your life if you're trophy hunting. But if you are thinking about quitting, I kind of want to know why you're thinking about it and what your reasons are. Also, if you are still trophy hunting, or maybe you just got into it, like, what is it about it that you enjoy? Like, what keeps you going to platinum more and more games? What's your favorite platinum? What got you into
like,
trophy
what keeps us
hunting?
going for
Overall, I do
platinum?
still earn platinum trophies in games that I absolutely love, or games that have an enjoyable trophy list, like Resident Evil 9 or Neo 3 this past year. And I can think of others that I've platinum in the past few years, but I just can't see myself doing it with every game like I used to. So I don't think I'm a trophy hunter anymore, although I do still like doing as much as I possibly can naturally. Oh, that's another reason. Huh. Maybe there's an 11th reason. I don't want to have a guide in front of me. Like, some games
I get that.
need to have
I
a
get
guide
it.
for,
Yeah,
like,
I
the
get it.
missable stuff, and I don't like
Yeah.
that. Again, if they created trophy lists that didn't have anything missable and you could go back and clean up, I don't mind using a guide to clean up. But if I'm playing a game for the first time, I do not want a guide in front of me, like, at all.
Yeah, I was so much
yeah,
on the-
sometimes you can
bro,
really
if
miss
there's
out on a
no
platinum
guide, I'm
trophy if you
out.
don't use a guide. I just don't like using guides unless I'm cleaning up. Then that's very different. But if it's a missable trophy where it's like, oh, you got to play the game all over again in order to get this missable trophy, I'm like, forget it.
Yeah.
I'm good. Although if there's like one or two, I'll like look at it and take note of it and be like, okay, just keep in mind, like, on this chapter you'll have to do it. Then
Yeah.
then I'm fine. That probably should have been my number 10 instead of like the sad one. Yeah. Let's just forget about number 10. Yeah, I do not like to play games with guide unless it's for clean out. It takes away from the experience. So yeah, that's it. Those are my reasons. I hope you like this video. It's been a while since I did an opinion piece. But yeah, please let me know your thoughts on, like, trophy hunting in general, and what your relationship is with it in the comments. Let me know what games you recently platinum that you really enjoyed. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye!
Thanks for the video. You know, I am reading the description, right?
Description on YouTube.
Yeah. In this video, I give 11 reasons why I decided to quit trophy hunting after 15 years at almost 200 platinums. So that clarifies where she was at with the platinums.
It took her 15 years to get 200 platinums. Damn.
Hey, depends.
Damn, were they all JRPGs? Holy shit, man. Were they all like
No.
sports? Were they all sports games? You play 2K like every year? Damn. Alright, I guess that's all we got right now. Shadow introduced me to this video and wanted me to react to it. So, Shadow, do you want me to add you to the collaboration list?
Okay, why not?
Alright. So, apologize, guys. We sort of messed up the first part. You'll see what I'm talking about, but I'll give you a quick little debriefing of what you missed, then you'll get it. But, alright. I guess I will see you guys later. You want to give an outro?
Thanks, guys.
Alright, see you guys.
See ya.